Hey everybody, this is the story of how and why cops showed up at the door yesterday looking for fugitive James Dimaggio. This man killed a mother, her 8-year-old little boy, and most likely kidnapped 16-year-old Hannah Anderson, all on Monday night from San Diego, California. This prompted the first statewide Amber Alert system to go off. People's phones were blowing up. Some people reported that the beeping or buzzing sounded like fire alarms and it scared them. So this was a huge deal from the start. Since Monday night, everyone was right on the case. So newsball.com is pretty shocked that there's no reward for this guy now entering its 4th day. You know, people will do the right thing most of the time, but friends of his, family of his, they need a little extra incentive. So we're surprised there's no $50,000 or $100,000 reward coming from the FBI to catch James Dimaggio. I think there's like a $1,000 reward coming out of the local sheriff's office in San Diego, and that's it. So yesterday, newsball.com put up a $10,000 reward for information sent to us that will lead to his capture. And to get the word out about our $10,000 reward and our exclusive story that we have on newsball.com, I made a fake Facebook page for James Dimaggio. In my experience, when I put out fake pages in the past, it generated a ton of attention. In 2011, with Holly Lottie, the Idaho Mega Millions lottery winner of $380 million, the press couldn't get a picture of her. No one could. Well, I did, and the fake Facebook page I had of her had like thousands of messages flooding in, right? From people asking for money, begging for money, every pitch you can imagine. So we documented all that and turned it into a Lottery Diaries blog. You know, what it's like to win the lottery, putting yourself in their shoes and being confronted with all of these requests. So the New York Post, Good Morning America, they all bought the picture I had for $150. So it started then, and then with a few killers, the James Holmes, Colorado Joker, movie theater massacre, we made a fake Facebook page of him, as well as Jared Loeffner, the dude from Arizona that shot a handful of people, killed a few, including Senator Gifford. When we made those pages, again, it was just to document the reactions. You know, you wouldn't believe some of the support these murderers get. I mean, people are going on Facebook looking for their profiles and then sending messages in. The majority is hate, you know. Die, rot in hell, mother, you know. But there's that 10% that are groupies that are offering to harbor a fugitive, things like that. So we just do blog experiments with it. We don't need your grief about it. We don't need you to tell us that we're profiting from tragedies, exploiting tragedies. That's what the media is all about. They're not going to admit it. We don't hope for tragedies, but when they happen, we're going to find our angle to report on it. You know, like the Boston bombers. The media had a field day with that when they were loose and on the run in Boston. Probably the highest ratings of the year. So that's just how it is. And so the messages we got from this James Dimaggio account, some people were offering to aid and abet, to harbor Dimaggio. So we're gonna expose those people's Facebook pages. We're gonna show all these messages. We're gonna do a follow-up blog with this video in it, talking about how the cops showed up at her door yesterday. And we're just going to show all the messages. 90% of it was hate, and rightfully so. People saying, let Hannah go, and people quoting the Bible, things like that. So in our experience, people enjoy reading and are interested to hear what people are messaging these killers. So this is like the 4th or 5th one we've done now. I think with Christopher Dorner, which reminds me, the city of Los Angeles offered a $1 million bounty for the arrest and conviction of Christopher Dorner. He killed a couple cops and was hiding in Big Bear. $1 million. He had killed a couple of cops. And they knew they were going to kill him, so that reward was a technicality, loophole they were going to get out of. But I'm shocked that this James Dimaggio has killed a mother, a little boy, and has most likely killed a 16-year-old girl, and it's a 4-day manhunt now. It's turning into longer than Christopher Dorner was a fugitive, and there's no reward. So our $10,000 offer stands, and we don't regret putting up the fake Facebook page at all. But what happened is we put that page up midday yesterday, and we also had a status that said, "Me and Hannah are going to be together forever. Leave us alone." And it's just meant to rile up the naive people of society. Like, we had a Facebook about that Connecticut shooter that shot all those little kids at the school. I think Adam Lanza. And the people would message saying, you know, asking him things and saying, "How dare you do this? Why did you do this? Rot in hell for killing all those kids." Adam Lanza was killed in the school shooting. So if you know enough that you know his name and you know what happened and you're going on Facebook looking him up, how are you now messaging him thinking he's going to respond from hell on his laptop or what? So it's really like the weirdest people of society that are messaging these accounts. So I don't know, maybe it's kind of mean to mess with their emotions or rile them up, but we posted that status and that just got the messages even more furious and more extreme on a wide spectrum of reactions. So that's going to be an interesting article that we're going to post with this video explaining why the cops showed up. And I guess a couple hours after that, you know, it only took 5 hours from when we made the account to when cops were at the door. And basically, you know, the FBI went to Facebook, said, "What's the IP address?" Then with the IP address, they found out the internet service provider, and the internet service provider said who their customer was, and they came to the house. And they were looking for Dimaggio. And, I mean, they knew. Facebook must have told them that the Facebook page was created yesterday. But as you'll see here, they had to do a follow-up. And they were being bombarded by calls, I guess, of people apparently thinking that the FBI is incompetent and can't do their job. I mean, FBI is all over social media. You can trust that. So people are calling in the homicide division and FBI saying Dimaggio's just posted on Facebook, and you know, it was just newsball.com doing that. So we didn't plan on that happening. We underestimated that this is an extra sensitive case because everyone in the past, Adam Lanza, when we made his Facebook, he was killed in the shootout. And James Holmes and Jared Loftner, they were arrested on the spot. And the lottery winner wasn't a big deal either. So this was the first one we did where he was a fugitive. You know, Dimaggio is a fugitive right now. Everyone's emotions are super high and sensitive. So I guess anyone making fake Facebooks out there, the message to this video is don't make a fake Facebook of a fugitive and then post statuses saying, you know, saying anything really. If you post a status pretending to be the fugitive, you're most likely going to have cops at your door within 5 hours. And I don't need haters telling me how stupid I am, that I could have used the Tor browser, some proxy, etc., etc., etc. Because really, I mean, I embrace controversy. And I have no problem whatsoever being arrested for some bogus reason and, you know, having my name cleared. So I wasn't hiding behind anything when I made the Facebook page. I didn't think anything would come out of it because I didn't have any evil intentions or anything like that. So I just sit in here from home, posted the message, made the Facebook from here, and did not think cops were going to show up because cops have never shown up before. Even though my haters, Newsball's haters, are constantly saying that they reported us to the FBI for this, that, and the other, you know, for requesting the pictures of the 6 jurors of the Zimmerman trial and things like that. So, you know, people always are predicting our doom and gloom, and saying that FBI is breaking down our door today, and that's been going on for a year now. So I was really surprised when the cops did show up yesterday. It's nothing like you may be picturing when the FBI gets a warrant and breaks down the door with guns drawn. Where's Hannah? None of that happened. It was a real civil, calm confrontation interview on the porch. So here's the exchange that happened. You know, if you're curious, if you are someone that makes fake Facebook accounts, well, heed this advice that just don't do it with fugitives on the run, and probably it would take you posting something on that account to actually get people looking and noticing. But other than that, that's it. Alright, thanks. Thanks for supporting newsball.com.
Officer on the this is Cole.
Hi, Carl. I'm Deputy Fleming, Sheriff's Department. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm calling. We're out here on behalf of our partners at Homicide.
Okay.
Apparently, there's been a website that's been put up, a Facebook account that's been put up for under Jim Dimaggio or James Dimaggio.
Right.
You know something about that?
Yeah.
Tell me what you know about that.
I own newsball.com.
Okay.
So I blog a lot about news stories, and I've done it in the past with a lottery winner, and even that Arizona shooter a couple years ago that shot the senator.
Okay.
I make a fake Facebook account to just get a bunch of messages coming in, and I do a blog story on like the different types of reactions. So like people sending messages, like, you know, they think they're actually talking to the guy or the lottery winner, and they'll be like, "Hey, can I have money?" Or in this case, they'll be like, you know, "You piece of shit, rot in hell." So it's just kind of like a blog experiment to just generate all these reactions and put them on a blog. But I own newsball.com, and I actually publish a story.
It's called Newsblog?
Newsball.
Newsball.
Yeah.
.com.
So that's my website, and I wrote a story today just about, you know, a reward to capture this piece of shit. And I just kind of dug up a lot of stuff on that 16-year-old girl as well.
Okay.
And I just try to get a unique perspective on things to differentiate from the mass media doing the same stuff. So yeah, I can't believe that.
Cool. What's your middle name?
Anthony.
And your last name's the same?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your birthday in, or Cole?
8584.
And a phone number for you?
213
Uh-huh.
399 3335.
Okay. Let me tell you what's going on while we're here and what I'm going to request of you to do.
Yeah, I can deactivate it right
yes,
now.
I would appreciate that we do that. Here's the reason why. Your post that you're putting up there, yes, I understand that people are dumb enough to believe that it's somebody else.
Yeah.
But by doing that, they're calling our Crime Stoppers tipsters,
And wasting
they're
our time.
infiltrating us,
Okay.
just hammering us with them. And unfortunately, with Crime Stoppers, well, it's fortunate, but unfortunate at the same time, is we have to investigate every little thing. So Homicide's trying to find this girl, trying to find all these leads, and they're having to chase all this other stuff, and they're getting calls from all the way across the country, all these other things like that.
And all I did was go on Google Images to grab the pictures that I used for the Facebook page.
Right.
And I made it all private, and so like no one could really do anything except send messages or friend requests. And I figured like the FBI would look at it but laugh at it because they can see that it's been created today. You know?
We don't laugh at these things.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a very serious case that's going on right now.
I'm blogging and I'm writing that this piece of shit needs to be captured, and I offered a reward too, like newsball funds. And so.
But your account, your actual Facebook account, and when you're saying me and Hannah are going to be together forever, stop looking for us. Okay, that sends out all kinds of stuff that is.
I figured only the stupid idiot trolls would even be like taking that page seriously, because most people like know it's fake.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I
unfortunately,
understand.
we have a lot of naive
I can't
people.
believe that. Yeah, it's crazy.
Investigator is asking that you close down the site
Okay.
uh,
And usually,
for at least the Facebook stuff and you know and those type of things, so that way they can help focus on legitimate
yeah,
leads.
I'll do it right now. And usually, like with the lottery winner page I made and James Holmes, that Colorado movie shooter, when I made a fake page for them, Facebook would shut it down within like a couple hours.
Right.
So I figured that maybe this one had already been deactivated by them, because I haven't even like logged back in it since I made it this morning.
Okay.
And then I just get message receipts, and then I just put them all together in a collage, and I post it on the blog.
Okay.
And everyone always laughs and comments like, "Well, a bunch of idiots messaging, thinking they're talking to the killer," type of stuff.
Right. Okay.
But it's causing havoc.
It's causing a lot of havoc, causing a lot of headache for our investigators, and
Yeah.
we're asking that you shut down that Facebook site
Yeah.
and any of those things
All
that
right.
are doing with it. Follow as much as you want to do your blogging. We understand we understand the free press, you know, the right to voice your opinions and do that type of stuff. We're not asking for that stuff, but we're just asking for you to help us out,
Yeah.
help us find this girl by not having this site
Yeah.
up here, though, and not giving us,
I
letting us
understand.
focus on
Yeah.
the right leads at the right time.
Is there an official reward out? Because
I
I'm
don't.
trying to promote and say, hey, we're offering a reward.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know if there is an official award or reward for her fine. I'm sure there is something going on. I unfortunately haven't been following the news quite a bit lately because I've been so busy with work and sleeping and everything else. But you know, we just get a call from an investigator saying, "Hey, can you go out and talk to somebody, find out what's going on?" And you got a BlackBerry, is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Is that what it is? I don't even know
Oh
what it's
yeah,
called.
I made it look real. I just put via BlackBerry.
So if you could do that for us, immediately shut that
Immediately.
down for us,
Yeah,
and
5 minutes will be done.
not have any of that stuff go on anymore,
Okay.
we would appreciate it so that we can focus on what we need to do.
No, I understand. I'm
Okay.
sorry about wasting everyone's time.
All right? No problem.
Waste
Appreciate your
resources.
cooperation.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
deactivate it
All
right
right, thank you
Sorry,
guys.
gentlemen.
Have a good
now. All
evening.
right,
Sorry.
thanks.
Can you guys ask you a question? I'm not really good at the door, so I was gonna call the sheriff.
That's crazy.
See, you were down my neighbor with that public. And I don't know if they're playing with it, their kids are in, I see people in it. I mean, I know, I can't remember my CCRs or, I mean, they're not supposed to have that up like that, right? I know that
Okay, I'll delete it right now.
on the streets, I mean, guys. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I forgot to add one thing, since this has kind of turned into a tutorial for trolls, which I hate. But seriously, if you're making fake Facebook accounts with no other purpose other than to piss people off, rile people up, then you're a troll. We do it for our articles, for our blogs. It's an experiment. It's a legitimate experiment to see people's reactions when they want to talk to a killer. And so basically, Facebook is real good about deleting a fake profile within a few hours or half a day at most, because there's so many goody-good Boy Scout types out there that feel a need to snitch and report you. You know, they have to click that report button and feel a need to do that. So you get a handful of those, and usually that fake page is gone. And I've actually had my real account suspended, and then I appealed the suspension, threatening a lawsuit, and got my main page, my main accounts back, my personal account and my like page for Dollar Scholar. But so yeah, anyone out there doing that, and yesterday we made that account for James Dimaggio. I figured in a couple of hours it's going to be deleted, so let's screenshot as many messages as we can, because the account will be gone by evening, you know. And it wasn't gone. It's still there today. The cop said take it down, but I think what they really meant was at least remove that message that we post on the on the wall saying me and Hannah are going to be together forever, leave us alone. I deleted that. I replaced that with, this is a fake page. We're offering a $10,000 reward for this guy's capture. So go to newsball.com, read our exclusive story, and keep your ears and eyes open, since no one else seems to care about offering a reward for this mofo. So that's the extra info I wanted to add, since this is kind of a tutorial now. Seriously, just make a fake Facebook, only if you've got a reason or purpose to. Yeah, so the page is still up there, the James Dimaggio account we made. But we made it clear that it's a fake page now, and yet we're still getting messages. So people are they're going to talk out their ass, just like haters do, without even looking at the wall. I don't know how you can message someone without seeing the wall right in front of you, because that's the default landing page. But people are still messaging it. Hopefully they're not still calling and reporting it to the FBI, and I'm surprised it's still sitting there. Figured Facebook would have deleted it by now. But yeah, so FYI, I'm not encouraging people to do this. I'm not condoning it, because otherwise cops are going to be watching this video and be like, hey, go arrest him now. He's hindering an investigation, and we need to make an example out of him so other people don't do this. No, I'm telling you, unless you've got the guts and you've got your nerves are pretty strong to where you're not scared of police confrontations, don't do it. Because, as you can see now, the cops will show up to at least talk to you, if not arrest you. I mean, I was prepared for them to arrest me and, hit me with, like a lot of comments said, when there were hoax articles out there, they didn't know who I was. But the prankster behind this should get hindering an investigation charges and things like that. But, we had no intention of doing that. We had no knowledge that that was affecting anyone. We were just doing it for our blog story, and did not look at the bigger picture of things, that it could be harming the phone lines so that real tips could come in. So I do regret causing people to make calls about the Facebook page. So we deleted that status and replaced it with, this is a fake page. We're offering a reward for this dude. But other than that, the page is still there, and it's still getting a bunch of messages. So we're going to put it all together now, and you'll see this video with that article. And if you're on YouTube watching this, then head over to newsball.com, and it should be there on the side column. You should see the headline about this. So thank you. Bye.